I don't know. Not sure. Hey! Welcome to another Ramble Radio.
But
Official Ramble
not
headgear.
just official Ramble head,
Oh.
also video
What?
that shows off our official Ramble headgear
Look at that. That's the only way to know what official Ramble headgear we're rocking
is to watch
is
the
if you
video.
to watch the video. But
Yeah.
we also don't want to take numbers away from our actual rating. It's a tough
No.
battle.
It's
a tough battle.
What
that
we suggest is
Yeah, I'm in.
we may start doing this at the beginning of every episode. We'll do a clap,
Yeah.
and then you can sync up the podcast with the clap
the
sound.
radio.
Turn the audio down on the YouTube. Watch the
And
YouTube
then-
while listening to the audio,
There it is.
and just sync it up with the clap.
That's why you're known as Eddie the Idea Man Pence. That's
me.
it.
That's me,
Eddie
the idea man.
the Idea Man Pence. That's what
That way we're
that's-
getting double. We're getting
Yes.
double counts on our plays.
I like that. I
So.
that's a great. It's funny, Eddie. I was close to you facially today, but then I shaved before we started
Ooh.
recording. And one
Sure.
thing I always do as a joke for Andrea
Yeah.
is when I'm shaving, I will leave a goatee,
Nice.
a thick goatee.
Nice.
And it's sad how easy I could just pass for one of these MAGA dipshits. That's all you need, just a shaved
Just get
head
some
and a goatee.
mirror wraparound glasses.
Right, that's it. And
then go take a picture in the front seat of your car.
my Kia. I have to be in the front seat of my Kia Soul. And I'd just be like,
Take
like
a selfie.
And that's it. There it is. That's
Take a
that's-
selfie. And then you could just be like, "There's two genders."
There's only two. Hit. What I.
Fuck.
It's okay. I'm going to say something here. I'm going to say
Yeah, say
something.
Please.
I always think it's weird when people are always like, well, the first thing with there's two genders that who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Why do you give a fuck what someone else does to their genitals? Why do you give a fuck what someone else identifies as? That doesn't hurt you. It will never hurt you in any fucking way ever. It doesn't mean that means that your dick is on the chopping block because this person. Like, it doesn't be like, well, they need to find one more. Like, that's not how it, like, we know they don't do these operations unless they go in threes. So we need to find two others. So who the two other, like, I don't, like, what do you give a shit? What do you
I don't
care?
know.
Let people be who they're going to fucking, who gives a fuck? It ain't affecting you. It just, oh my God.
Most of those social issues can come down to that. Most of the fucking morality.
I think they all do.
The morality laws and the social issues
Right.
come down to like, what is the fuck? Just who gives a shit? Live and let live.
The
asshole.
reason I'm more for stricter gun control is because that actually can affect and hurt people on a large scale.
Yeah.
That's that. But it, like, fucking who gives a? And then the other one. I was talking to my buddy Steve about this, and it's like, there's always those, like, especially in Hollywood, there's always the so and so sucked a dick in order to get ahead, and that. And okay, who gives a shit? Let them. I don't.
The
Why
only
do I
the only way
care?
I'm against that is if the person getting their dick sucked held some sort of power and forced them, like sexually coerced them, and like,
That's
hey,
it.
you want this job? Suck
Right.
this dick. And
That's
that
when
person
it's
didn't
bad.
want to suck that dick,
Right, but if
they
a
did
person
anyway.
was like, you know what, I don't mind sucking a dick in order to.
If I like, yeah, I'll suck a dick. I don't
Who
give a shit.
gives? Who gives a fuck? Okay, and
Yeah.
it's.
As long as you're not, fucking what's this?
As long as you're not fucking some Harvey Weinstein shit.
yeah, as long as you're
just
not
forcing you
Weinstein
to
shit,
fuck
like
him.
forcing, yeah, that's different.
But that's it.
Or
That's
whipping
the
your dick out and beating off in front of people.
when they don't ask for it and they don't want it. That's always a tough.
tough
It.
Because I have the urge to do that all the time, is just whip my dick out and beat off in front of people. Like, I have to fight that urge daily.
Daily, every morning. Do I make myself a pot of coffee, or am I going to go walk around the courtyard of my apartment
Jerking off,
complex?
trying to find people to jerk off in front of.
That is the That's a instance where I'm like, I'm not gonna let someone just live their life. Then you say something.
Well,
You
it's now
step
affecting
in.
other people.
Right, it now affects other people.
If you're in your house, beat off all you want. Who gives a shit?
Who cares? Who cares what you do?
And if someone comes up to you and goes, "Hey, you want to beat off in front of me?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, I do."
You're
then,
into
hey,
this? Are you promise
have
you're
at
into
it,
this?
man.
All right. I have never, by the way, that's one of the, oh man, that takes a courage that I've, a psychotic,
You never self-pleasured in front of another?
never been, I never even thought about it. Like, oh, how about I should try this? Because it's like, here's the thing. Usually, if I'm in a situation with another person where our clothes are, we're just gonna fuck. Why not just do the more fun thing? Why not just do?
Not just there and go, "Ugh."
Yeah, why not just see if you can do the most pleasurable thing? It would be that. But yeah, that's kind of
pick the most awkward thing to do in that situation.
Oh man, it was. Can I tell? Like, look, and this is rare. I'm about to share. I don't know. This is a very much Westminster Dog Show Ramble Radio. We're just going.
Sure.
Because again, we didn't have our Dubai meeting this morning.
No, I couldn't get a pilot. My pilot was hungover.
Right, and you're good
So
enough
I
to do it yourself, but the weather was kind of weird, and so
I had work I had to catch up on, so I couldn't fly and do the work that I had to do. So that was the problem.
Right, but we, and it sucks because how good was our breakfast in Dubai this morning?
Oh, dude, I think about it.
And we could have just had the meeting then, but we were just so into the breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah.
Right, but that we didn't get the chance to have our meeting. But I'll tell you that the one here's like I remember I've done something that's very rare, I think, for men. And that is for straight men. I have been in a hotel room in my early 20s with the chick who was ready to go. Sure. And I'll never forget it. She was fucking hot. And she invited me to her room after the show.
Even better.
And before we got started, I swear I'm not making this up. She insisted on reading a poem she wrote first.
Wow.
It was an erotic poem on getting eaten out. And it was so bad that I bailed. I was like, I can't do this.
Wow.
This poem was so fucking stupid.
That's a pretty dumb poem if it makes you bail on that.
It was, I swear to God, it was like, kiss me where there's hair, down there where there's hair, and I don't stare.
Rhymed. It was one of those rhyming poems.
It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Eddie.
You know what? Yeah. She was probably going to murder you anyway and take your scalp.
I think what else?
You probably made the right choice.
I mean, I was like 24. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't say no to anything if it's given to you.
No.
At 24.
No.
I was like, yeah, I can't.
Wow. I gotta go.
It literally was like a Dr. Seuss poem. It was just like, I won't eat pussy on a boat. I won't eat pussy with a goat. Like, that's what she was. I was just like.
In some multiverse, you stayed. You know that, right?
That's the mother of my children.
Some variant, you were living with that woman and having to deal with her poetry on a weekly
every
basis.
night. Like, every time I wanted to fucking get laid, and
you're just like with a gun every day, just wanting to end it.
Oh God. Put on those mitts and rub your poop on my tits. like I can't. I'm out. I'm done. I can't do this. I'll never forget that. I was San Antonio, Texas. That's where that was. I remember it was. And I was
State.
Lone Star State, right there. San Antonio, Alamo, home of the Alamo.
Home of the Alamo.
Oh God, that was that was. Yeah, there was this comic from Dallas who sadly passed away. Really funny guy named Doug Richardson. He had one of my favorite jokes about the Alamo. He goes because he talked about everybody got mad that Ozzy peed on the Alamo, right? That
Yes, he
urban
got arrested, right? He got a
got
ticket
arrested,
or something.
and he
Being on the
goes,
Alamo.
all Ozzy did was pee on the Alamo. Could you imagine what? He said, could you imagine what Davy Crockett and all those other guys did when they saw those 5,000 Mexicans waiting to go kill him? I bet they did way more than pee on the
They did
Alamo.
Caligula shit.
Yeah.
They did Caligula shit at the Alamo.
When
They were doing nasty
They
shit.
saw those 5,000 Mexicans waiting to go kill
Putting
him.
fucking hot Boone was putting a hot Carl on a fucking on Davy Crockett.
Oh, it was. I think I've told this story, but there was this guy I used to work with.
Sam Bowie, get over here. Put that
Get
on
over
my
here.
ass.
It's
Get
over,
over here,
pal.
Bowie.
It's our last chance, Bowie. Get that knife of yours and shove that up my cooter. It's our my butt cooter. It's our last chance.
I want to feel what it feels like to be a woman. Could you imagine? That's the last thing said.
Dude, so there was a guy. There was a guy I used to work with. Who was like just the most I love Texas when I worked at a bookstore back in Dallas at a high school. And he was like the most, would wear like a Texas flag tie kind of shit. And we would just
he's MAGA today, right?
Oh, there's no question. And we would troll him so every time he'd walk because we worked in the music department of that book, the Barnes and Noble. And he worked, and every time he walked past the music part, we'd always come up with some new thing. And the one that got him the angry, like he could not take the joke. He got so visibly shook and upset. Is we some new book about the Alamo had just come out, right? And I was reading it. I was pretending to read it when he walked by, and I'm like, "Dude, you're not gonna believe this." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Dude, they said Davy Crockett like he blew like half those soldiers before they killed him. Like they all made him get on his knees.
He was sucking every dick to save his life.
Just trying to save his life, and he was so he couldn't like that's the hero. You can't say that. He gives a fuck. Because I'm gonna say 40% chance that happened. 40% chance Davy Crockett was like, I'll suck your dick, just get me the fuck out. I mean, 40% chance? What do you say?
Oh, dude, well, higher than 40.
Higher than 40?
Higher than 40. You get up in there, you see all those, you see that entire Mexican army out
It's
there.
over.
You're just like fucking.
It's over. I'm just gonna.
Like,
all right.
It's like Sam, can I come with you? Sam Houston, can I come with you? Just let me. I'll blow you. Just let me come.
I'll suck your dick. You want to go?
You let me come with you. I'll let you suck my dick.
Who was the one? I think it was William Travis was the one that left. They let him go.
Didn't Sam Houston leave?
No, Sam Houston wasn't there. That's so
he wasn't there.
Sam Houston led the Battle of San Jacinto, which was payback.
That's right, the payback.
I think it was William Travis. I forgot. One of them they let leave. They were like,
somebody left.
They were like, and they told him, go now and warn everyone else about what the fuck is about
all the dick sucking we're about to do.
How happy was that guy? You know what I mean? Do you think he even tried to play? Did he even tried to fake it? Do you think he even tried to? Oh, are you sure,
dude?
Oh, okay. I
really?
guess.
No, I'll stay. If you want me to, I'll stay.
Fucking thing. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
You know they did a circle jerk, and he had to eat the piece of bread. He was the last one. He ate the bread and had to go.
Like, look, one of us, whoever eats this just covered bread, is gonna be able to get the fuck out of here.
Last one to come gets the lead.
Crockett was the first one shooting. He didn't even.
The circle jerk at the Alamo.
Oh fuck! Do you see what you get with the ramble? Do you see the things that
you don't even know? You don't even know.
We went from a poem about eating poon
to a circle jerk at the Alamo
to what probably really happened.
99% sure that's what happened.
That fateful day in San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened at the Alamo. That's what I heard anyway. I heard it's probably true.
Right? And it is, and that's the thing though, that you to this day you still can't joke about that shit back home in Texas. You can't, boy. You better keep your mouth shut about that. You better shut the fuck up about your Alamo jokes, you son of a bitch.
Maybe Aaron Jones would come out and say it was a false flag event. It was just
Hey!
actors at the Alamo.
He might.
Aaron Rodgers, like it's a fast.
I don't know if it really happened. Can I tell my Aaron Rodgers story since his?
Yeah, please.
I met him once. I met him twice. Actually, I saw him twice in my life. And it was both during the Olivia Munn years. So the first time was actually at Trader Joe's on Studio City, the one there in Ventura, right off Ventura, you know, at Trader Joe's. So I just was there and I saw him and Olivia Munn shopping. And I'm such a, I think you're the same way. Like if you had seen any quarterback, like had it been a Dolphin, I probably would have said something. Hey, what's, you know what I mean? But if it's a team that your team hates, you could give a fuck. Am I wrong, Eddie? Like, no. So if you saw any,
if I saw
NFC,
Dak Prescott, I would not give a fuck.
You're not gonna go say a word to him. You're not gonna
give a fuck.
What if you saw what Hurts? If you saw Daniel Jones, we'd all go thank.
Well, I'd throw a quarter in his cup and let him.
Yeah.
I'd tell him, hey, buddy, chin up.
Daniel Jones would be like, thank you for everything you did.
I appreciate it.
What non-NFC East teams, as a Washington fan, are you like, oof, don't like them? Don't care.
Niners,
right. So if you saw, what's his face? If you saw Purdy, you wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. So I saw them there. And I was like, I ain't going to say shit. Fuck them. And then I saw them again at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. Mm-hmm. And they were at an after party. And like everyone, of course, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers and Olivia Munn. So, like, everyone was like, oh, you know, because they were filming the X-Men movie at the time. That's how they were up in Canada. And everyone was going up to Aaron Rodgers for a selfie. I walked up to him, and he was ready for me to do the fan thing, right? Yeah. So he extends his hand. I grab his, and I go, I just want you to let you know, Dez fucking caught that pass, and you fucking know it. And he just was like annoyed. Yeah, all right. And then we both just are like, fuck you. And I'm like, I got on the picture. Go fuck your mother. Dez caught that shit, and you fucking know Dez caught. That was a fucking catch, and you fucking know that was a fucking catch. You lucky motherfucker. They bailed you out. Anyway. So that was the one time I interacted with Aaron fucking Rodgers. Couldn't. Even then, Eddie, I knew. That's the only good thing about being a moronic Cowboys fan is that it prevented me from going and ass kissing some stupid piece of shit. Yeah. Right. I didn't. Had it been Marino, I'd have lost my mind. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, oh shit. But Aaron Rodgers, fuck you. You know what? And fucking Randall Cunningham, I'd have been okay with. Because he had some time out of the Eagle. I think he was in Dallas for a minute as a backup. What's his face?
Vikings. Dallas. I think even the Ravens he played a second for.
I'll tell you, who I would have geeked the fuck out of? Warren Moon. I would geek the shit out of meeting Warren Moon.
Yeah, Warren Moon was great.
Warren Moon. I would lose my fucking mind. Warren Moon would be awesome. That guy was fun to watch. Warren Moon would be a great one. Of course. Montana doesn't really, even though the catch, I would still, obviously, it's Joe fucking Montana. Yeah. Right? Like, trying to think who. Bradshaw, just because he seems so much more likable since he quit being a Steeler. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like, there's
enough time between him and being a Steeler, and right. I would see that.
I'm still like at least 15 years away from giving a fuck about meeting Tom Brady. Right, it's gonna take.
I don't think I'll ever give a fuck. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, no, Eli Manning can eat a bag of shit too. I don't want to meet that motherfucker.
I don't want to meet Peyton.
I don't want to meet Peyton either. Fuck him.
I don't give a shit about Peyton. Fuck all of them.
Oh fuck. Elvis Gerbach, absolutely. Let me get your order, Mr. Gerbach.
I'll pick up his dinner. I'll pick up his check. Elvis Gerbach for sure.
Oh man, what
Steve DeBerg? I would.
Steve DeBerg? Are you kidding?
Steve DeBerg.
Come on, sure. That'd be fucking amazing to meet the great Steve DeBerg. I'd be all excited for that. Oh, it'd be. Oh god, yeah. Oh my god. That would be. Aikman was cool. I met him. He was super nice.
Yeah, he seems like a normal person.
I've met the triplets at different times. Living in Dallas, you'll just see them at a mall.
Emmett, the most annoying of all of them.
The nicest. Emmett
Really?
was I mean, Aikman was super nice too, but he was like, he was at an event at our bookstore, the one I worked at.
Yeah.
Like he was, and so like we just had a small window, and he was,
Yeah.
but he was like super
He's
political.
He's the
kinda
only
guy.
one out of the triplets who hasn't turned into like a fanatical Cowboy fan.
Yes,
Like
you
Emmett,
can tell.
Emmett and Irvin are like,
Just
you can't
insane
have them on
cowboy-
TV
They're
for
just
more
gonna
than
go
5
crazy.
seconds. Yeah.
Troy, you can tell Troy really wants them to win, but he's also insanely critical of what they do. Right. And like, so, but he was super nice. Emmett was awesome. He just happened to be shopping at the bookstore.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And then, of course, the most fun was Irvin. He was hilarious.
Irvin's hilarious.
I met him at a bar in Dallas. I just got done doing a show, and he was like in the bar. I was like, oh, shit. He could not have been nice. Dion was very, very nice. I met him. I was an extra on Walker, Texas Ranger, which we've talked about. And Dion was on that episode, and he was cool as shit. He was really nice to hang out with. Daryl Johnston. And hey, he could have been having a bad day. But
you never know.
He was walking, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, Moose? You're the best. He went like that and just kept going. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, dude, you're a fucking fullback. You're lucky I remember your name.
Right.
You're fucking fullback, man.
Not saying anything to the Moose here. Like, that's the weirdest. I'll tell you, the weirdest Dallas sports celebrity I ever met was Sean Bradley. It was right when the
Old
Mavs
76.
had gotten him. Dude, I was at the mall near my apartment having McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah.
And he walked into that McDonald's, and he's 7'6", like you said, right? He was 7'6", and it with the way, like, it was like the light from outside as he opened the door, because Bradley was not a cut man. He was a very thin, slender seven. He looked like the aliens coming off the ship in Close Encounters. It was just like, what the fuck? That was fucking. But there we go.
That's funny.
There it is. Well, this was a really good Ramble Radio.
Until now.
And now we have to. And even Stanley knows.
Even Stanley doesn't want to hear it. Okay.
Skeletor. By the way, we should be getting a cut of these official Ramble headgear.
We should. We should get a cut of these.
This should be right there.
Another thing. I know Stanley. I got to ask him.
We had.
I know.
Stanley, you speak for all of us, pal.
Skeletor.
No.
Obviously, Stanley's not a fan of you. There's not many people,
right,
that I know personally that are fans of you. Jerry and I being two of them.
We're big
do you have anyone that likes you?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. And yes, I do. Look, all my cronies have to like me, or they're gonna get a dick in the mouth. You understand? So yeah, they know the rules. So, and let me tell you something, pal. Some of them pretend they don't like me just so they can get a dick in the mouth. Okay? Because when you get the big S working his magic, everybody wants a piece of it, huh? We get, you know what I mean? I guess if there's one person who really doesn't like me, God, it's, I don't mean to speak bad or derogatory towards women. I hope you all know I consider myself an ally. But it would be that cum-guzzling whore, He-Man's mother, with her giant fucking pussy. She doesn't like me, but she can go fuck herself. And fucking whore.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
Got it.
Now my cat Marley's not happy.
No one likes him.
Yeah. Nobody.
Animals, people.
It's just, God, Cinesnob Cody.
Let's get him on.
Get him on.
LaQuisha rectified.
Yes, we got to get LaQuisha.
I bought finger condoms and everything, okay? And she was like, yes, I'll let you finger fuck me, big ass. And then I feel weird. I don't like it. And then she goes around telling everyone I have a small dick.
5 days a week, patreon.com.
Yes.
For Ralph Reports.
That's, yes,
Tuesdays,
good.
Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
There we go. And you can find me in all the same Ramble places. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also streaming games, kicking Twitch, Retro Rocha, and then my name just on YouTube. By the way, you know what? It's kind of late in the episode to do this, but these fucking people.
Oh, these fucking people.
subscribe to the Ramble. 5-star
Do it.
rating, positive text review. Like the great Cordelia, who held the strap for a minute. She also sent an email. I wanted to read this to everybody. It's very kind of her. Hi, Jerry. I just want to thank you for sharing your cancer story with us. I'm putting off doing my first colonoscopy for a couple of years, mainly because there's no history of cancer in my family. So I wasn't really concerned. I finally went a few weeks back, mostly because of your story. And I actually had a pre-cancerous polyp they removed. If I had waited much longer, it would have turned into cancer. So thank you for sharing with us. And to all the Ramblers who are 45 or older, go get your pooper probed. It doesn't hurt because you're knocked out, and it can save you from a lot worse. Cordelia, we thank you, and I'm so happy that everything turned out okay. And, yeah, it's from what I've gone through, get yourself checked out just to be safe. I didn't think anything was wrong with me.
That's great news they found.
Yes, it was awesome news. So, so just everyone out there, thank you for the kind words as always, and go get checked out. You got to know. You have to know. That's it. All right, we love you guys. We will be back next week. Is alt-right Cody?
Ooh, who knows?
I mean, Peter Navarro's having to go to prison. It's just, so much going on here. We'll see if we can get alt-right Cody back. We're going to try. We love you guys, though. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.